Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Turkelson here. This is 18C. Let's see. Identify all third declension adjectives. This is an example of a third declension adjective. Omnis, omnis, omne. That's masculine, feminine, and neuter, and that means all or every. Every when it's singular, and all when it's plural. Also, another example would be fortis, fortis, forte. Previously, in first and second declension adjectives, you had us, a, This is is, a now. There are variations on that, but for the most part, that's what you see here. Is, a. Masculine, feminine, neuter. Third declension adjectives have the same endings for masculine and feminine and slightly different ones for neuter, as you can see in the chapter if you look it up. So, identify all third declension adjectives in the sentences below. Tell what noun each modifies and what gender, case, and number each is. Read aloud and translate. Okay, so omnes viatores ad calponas vesperi adveniebant. This sentence in English is all the travelers were arriving at the inns in the evening, as you see down here, vesperi, in the evening. So omnes modifies viatores, and this is the subject, so this is going to be nominative, plural, and viator is masculine, as you see here. So omnes also takes on the gender of its noun. So omnes modifies viatores, and it's nominative, plural, and masculine. Let's see. Apollodorus est dominus omnium servorum qui sunt in calpona. Here the word omnium is the third declension adjective, as we see down here. Omnium modifies servorum. Apollodorus is the master of all the slaves who are in the inn. So omnium modifies servorum. They are both genitive, plural, and masculine. Servus is a masculine word. So omnium and servorum go together here. Masculine, genitive, and plural. 3. In omni urbe magna aedificia sunt. In every city there are large buildings, or large buildings are in every city, if you prefer. The thing about third declension adjectives is they have e. Unlike nouns, they have the ending e as their ablative singular. So in omni urbe, urbis is a third declension noun, but notice the difference between here and here. But here, urbis is feminine, it's ablative, and it's singular. So also, so the adjective also is all of those things. Number 4, Aurelia non est femina fortis, nam in calponis pericolosis pernoctare non vult. Aurelia is not a brave woman, for she does not want to spend the night in dangerous inns. So where's the third declension adjective here? Fortis. Now, Aurelia is not a brave woman. Now, this is modifying femina. Different declensions. Femina is a first declension noun, and fortis is a third declension adjective. But they are both nominative, singular, and feminine. Number 5. Omnes liberi erant laeti quod Cyrus raidarius bonus, raidam celerime agebat. All the children were happy because Cyrus, a good coachman, was driving the carriage very quickly. Celerime. Okay, so again, omnes is the third declension adjective here. There are no other third declensions. And omnes is describing the liberi, all the children. So again, liberi here is the subject. All the children were happy. So liberi is a noun of the second declension, but modified by omnes, which is an adjective of the third declension. So children is a masculine word, it's plural, and it's nominative, and so is omnes. Number 6. Cornelia laudat Marcum puerum fortem, qui omnes lupos magna in silva repellit. Cornelia praises Marcus, a brave boy, who drives off all the wolves in the big forest. Latin does this funky thing. Instead of in magna silva, sometimes you'll see magna in silva. It turns the order of the words around. But this prepositional phrase in English would be in magna silva. But magna in silva, I think the idea is to throw you off by maybe making you think that the wolves are big here. But really, it's the forest that's big. So the third declension adjectives again are fortem and omnes. Omnes and fortis here again, okay? So Cornelia praises Marcus, a brave boy. Puerum is accusative, singular. It's a direct object, kind of rolling with Marcus here, you could say. It's in apposition to Marcus. But it is, like Marcus, puerum is accusative, singular, and masculine. And therefore fortem, of course, is also that. Here, omnes lupos. Lupos is accusative, plural, and masculine, and so is omnes. Let's not forget that Marcus, who drives off all the wolves, repels all the wolves, right? So this is an accusative, direct object here. Number 7, puer fortis canes non timet. Now, some of you may, if you're not paying attention, if you're not reading carefully, you might think that the boy does not fear the brave dogs. But no, fortis is a singular. Here's an example of a nominative singular ending here. Omnis, just like fortis. So it goes with the puer. Puer fortis, the brave boy does not fear the dogs. So fortis, like puer, nominative, singular, and masculine. Number 8, canes manum puellae fortis olfaciunt. The dogs smell the hand of the brave girl. Puellae, which fortis modifies here. Now fortis looks like, well, it might be masculine, or excuse me, it might be nominative, right? This is a nominative form here. But fortis is also a genitive ending, a genitive singular ending, as is puellae here. So the dogs smell the hand of the brave girl. So puellae and fortis are both genitive, singular, and feminine. Number 9, sextus omnes arbores ascendere vult. Sextus wants to climb, the infinitive here, ascendere omnes arbores, all the trees. And then, so he wants to climb all the trees. So this is, again, accusative because it's a direct object here. Hopefully by now you notice that ace is a accusative and a nominative plural ending for third declension. Not only nouns, but also adjectives. Here the endings match up because arbor and omnis are both from third declension. And this is what happens when you have a third declension adjective modifying a third declension noun. Very often the endings match, and that's how you can tell. Also, it makes no sense to say that all sextus wants to climb the trees or something like that, or every sextus. That doesn't make any sense. So omnes arbores, feminine, accusative, and plural. Number 10 is often a problem sentence for students, but let's see what we can do with this. Brevia itinera laeti saipe facimus. Saipe is the simple word here, often. It's an adverb. Brevia and itinera are both third declension words. Brevis means short, and itineris is the word for journey or trip. So brevia is modifying itinera, short trips. And then laiti is something like, it means happy, but here in this sentence it means something like more like happily. And facimus is, we know it's a we verb because it ends with this mus here. So iter facere means to make a trip. So who's making a trip? We are making trips, plural. What kind of trips? Short trips. And we make them often, and we make them happily. So we often make short trips happily is roughly the translation of this sentence. Itinera is neuter, plural and accusative, and brevia modifies itinera, and therefore it is also neuter, plural, and accusative. Hope this helps. Take care.